Hello and welcome to our video on Canada Travel and Immigration Channel. Budget 2023 for Canada has been released. Canada publishes a budget each year that dictates how much money will be spent in the upcoming fiscal year. For Canadians and newcomers alike, it has a significant impact on all facets of life. The priorities of the current government are reflected in the budget, which outlines Canada's spending plans. Additionally, it depicts Canada's fiscal and economic outlook. Both of these are crucial components of Canada's immigration strategy. Budget 2023 committed $1.6 billion over 6 years and $315 million annually to support Canada's immigration levels plan and welcome 500,000 new permanent residents annually by 2025. The budget for this year places a greater emphasis on healthcare expenditures, clean energy initiatives, and affordability measures for Canadians who are most affected by high inflation. The creation of a tax-free home savings account and a national dental care plan for families with annual incomes below $90,000 are two examples of policies in it that have an impact on both newcomers and natives of Canada. On April 1st, monetary establishments will actually want to offer these records to furnish first-time homebuyers with the capacity to set aside to $40,000 by contributing up to $8,000 per year. Contributions won't be subject to tax. Still, the budget will be good for immigration programs in Canada. The funding will be used to streamline application processing and support existing programs. Financial Plan 2023 contains an extra $55 million in spending towards Canada's migration framework. This is on top of the almost $4.5 billion in spending. Movement Displaced People and Citizenship Canada plans for the 2023-24 government financial year. For IRCC and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police to implement biometrics, the budget proposes providing $10 million over 5 years beginning in 2023 and 2024, with $14.6 million remaining for amortization. This will assist with speeding up the handling of citizenship applications. Travelers from low-risk nations would also be eligible for the Electronic Travel Authorization Program. According to the budget, the measure, according to the government, will cost $50.8 million over 4 years. The central government trusts this will make Canada a more appealing objective for what it views as confided in explorers and let loose assets for screening high-risk voyagers. The service is currently only available in Brazil, but a list of countries that are eligible to use it will be made public in the coming weeks. The financial plan gives further detail on how Canada intends to help Ukrainians who wish to come to Canada to get away from the ongoing distress. The government announced on March 22 that the Canada-Ukraine authorization for emergency travel would be extended until July 15, 2023. The government will provide an additional $171.4 million over the course of 3 years, beginning in 2022-23, to support this extension. Those who hold a CUAET permit can now travel to Canada until March 31, 2024. Participants in the CUAET who are already in Canada can change or extend their temporary status for free until the same day. The budget proposes $123.2 million to increase Francophone immigration in Canada in order to further the official mandate of the government to expand the French language in communities outside of Quebec. This includes providing support for Canadian employers to hire foreign workers who speak French and increasing support for these immigrants once they arrive in Canada. Recent budget announcements on immigration. The budgets of Canada frequently also indicate or support upcoming legislative changes. For instance, the express entry system was made even better in the budget for 2022 by giving the Minister of Immigration more power to use ministerial instructions to select candidates who best meet the needs of the Canadian labor market. These changes are supposed to begin in the second quarter of this year, but there is no set date. The outlook for the economy of Canada. Despite the fact that the country's economy is stable, the Bank of Canada anticipates that economic expansion will slow in 2023 as interest rates rise and inflation continues to exceed the 2% target. The BOC anticipates that by the end of the year, inflation will reach 2.6%, despite its 7 consecutive months of decline. Close by the latest expansion in financing costs, the BOC noticed that raising the loan fee will have a positive impact in the long haul. This is due to the fact that rising interest rates will slow down inflation, which peaked in June at 8.1%. In general, Canada is among the most steady economies in the G7. Chrystia Freeland, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, claims that the number of employed Canadians has increased by 830,000 since the COVID-19 pandemic, or 126%. In 2023, the minister anticipates that Canada will experience the strongest G7 economic growth. That's it for today. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to get all the latest possible updates. Thank you for watching.